Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Stunning New Car Buying Criteria. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. Also, remember to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. I'd like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from your favorite celebrities, so check them out. It's something you can buy for yourself or for someone you care about. A live 15-second call is $19.95 and a live 30-second call is $29.95. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. It used to be that some of the most important criteria for buying a car were things like price, size, mileage, resale value, condition, and the overall look of the car. People used to spend countless hours going to dealerships to see what it felt like to sit in the car, to drive it, and of course, they'd go over the numbers endlessly and try and price shop it with various dealers so as to get the best deal possible. When the internet began to dominate the world of car sales, then everybody migrated to the internet to find cars, evaluate cars, check out Carfax reports, magazine articles, and YouTube reviews, as well as talking to their neighborhood mechanic to get their opinion on the various options. Whether people were shopping for a new car or a used car, the internet made the availability of information and reviews far more accessible to the buying public. Then the events of this year had a terrible effect on the car market. Selling a new or used car became exponentially more difficult than ever before. In fact, selling new cars has become so difficult lately that selling them at full price has effectively become impossible for most dealers, and this is crushing the profit margins and the dealer's ability to even remain in business. Recent events also put 40 million Americans out of work. That means that for the next year or so, there is a high probability that the majority of those 40 million will not be buying a car. However, despite that, there will still be a population of people who will buy a car in the next 12 months. But they're going to do it with different priorities and criteria than car buyers have ever used before. For the first time ever, America now has a large population of unemployed car buyers whose most important criteria for purchasing a car is not its size or price or appearance or mileage. The criteria that is most important to them is how much money can they make if they use this car on Turo or one of the other peer-to-peer car rental websites to rent it out each night. Now, in addition to Turo.com, there are a number of other peer-to-peer car rental companies that people are now using routinely to generate an income. If you go online, you'll be able to compare their various services and pricing options. Also, if you go online and Google this topic, you'll find that more and more people are renting their primary or secondary cars out each night to generate an income or to help make their car payments. In fact, if you go on YouTube, you'll find that there are a number of people who are running full-time businesses with quite a few cars that they rent out to people every evening. The beauty of this is that you can buy a car now and then have it start generating an income for you that will help make its monthly payment and also provide you with an income stream. And here's another great benefit. If you start a company for the purpose of renting your car, then you can also gain tax benefits, which allow you to write off the cost of that car and any expenses incurred in operating it. That is a substantial benefit. So if you're contemplating doing this, then the first step is to go online and research which vehicles make the most popular rentals on Turo and other rental services, and then research which vehicles generate the highest rental car fees. Car rental cash flow earning potential is the new and most important criteria for many vehicle buyers now. Size, color, mileage, price, and condition are still important to buyers, but they're not as important as how much money a car can make for you. The fact of the matter is that there are so many people out of work now that buying a car based on color or style or type is completely irrelevant to the unemployed. What these people need more than anything are cars that will help pay for themselves and generate extra income each month to help support the owners and their car and their family through these difficult times. Another thing that a lot of people are doing is that they're signing their car up to multiple peer-to-peer car rental services. Instead of just signing up with just Turo, they're also signing up with other rental agencies and listing their cars on them simultaneously so they can increase the odds of their vehicle being rented out each night. One thing to keep in mind before you decide to become a host for Turo and rent out your car is that it's a little more challenging to do this now that the economy is struggling, but that won't last forever. It's only a matter of time before the economy roars back to life and people start traveling and vacationing again and the demand for car rentals begins to rise. When that happens, it's always better to own a car that has tremendous car rental potential than owning a car that no one ever wants to rent. You want more options rather than less. Also, if you do decide to do this, then you should go on YouTube and start watching the videos of all the people who've already tried this and failed, as well as all the people who've already done this and succeeded. Remember to focus on the most recent YouTube videos uploaded in 2020, because that information will be far more relevant than videos posted 2 or 3 years ago. This is really important because you can learn very valuable information from both people who've succeeded and failed, and that will help guide your decision-making process all throughout this venture of yours. Another criteria that people need to keep in mind when purchasing and renting their cars for use on Turo is the effect it can have on resale value. That's because at some point in the future, you're going to want to sell that car. When you run a for sale ad for that car someday, you will also be able to include a section in your ad that says something like, this vehicle generates an estimated $110 per night in Turo.com rental income. This will tell potential buyers that purchasing your car will allow them to generate more income than it would for other vehicles. We forecast that in the future, when people start looking for a used car to buy, they will look at price, mileage, condition, and its Turo income generating potential. We believe that this new metric will encourage people to spend more on your car and increase the demand for your vehicle when you do put it up for sale. Another thing this phenomena is doing is that it's causing people to stop viewing their cars with an emotional perspective, and it's causing them to view their cars as a money-making, cash flow generating asset. At the end of the day, that's what's important to people who are out of work or struggling financially. All they will care about is your car's ability to help them feed their family. I want to thank you for watching and tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a story. Thank you for watching.